Dana, why don't you just tell us what happened that night? What happened leading up to that video?
Well, I'm in Cabo, Mexico, for the holidays with my family, and my wife and I were out Saturday night on New Year's Eve, and unfortunately, that's what happened. I'm one of the guys, you've heard me say for years, there's never, ever an excuse for a guy to put his hands on a woman. And now here I am on TMZ talking about it. But my wife and I have been married for almost 30 years. We've known each other since we were 12 years old. We've obviously been through some shit together. And we've got 3 kids. And, this is one of those situations that's, horrible. I'm embarrassed, but it's also one of those situations that is, right now, we're more concerned about our kids. We have 3 kids, and, obviously, since the video popped up, we've shown the kids the video, and, we're more focused on our family right now. People are going to have opinions on this, and most of the people's opinions would be right, and especially in my case. You don't put your hands on a woman ever. My wife and I obviously love each other. We've been together for a very long time. We've known each other since we were very little, and this is just one of those unfortunate situations.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Okay, man, shout out to my audience, man. Shout out to those that's rocking with me, man. We back in the kitchen and we cooking, man. Let's get to this shit. So, UFC president Dana White, they got a video of him slapping his woman, his wife of 30 years, like he said on that video. And just want to give some of my thoughts on it. I woke up to this shit. I scanned the surface a little bit. Checked the landscape. A couple brothers talked about it. It's mainly UFC white channels and shit like that. I didn't see it on Fox News. Didn't see it on CNN. Kind of under the wraps. Gotta be honest with you. Tank went to jail and there was no video of him doing nothing. We got actual proof, footage of this man slapping his woman repeatedly. And he was even allowed to give a statement. On the video of him slapping his woman, the same video, he's giving a statement also. So with the video is his statement, which is something I never see. When these black athletes catch these domestic violences, they usually gotta tweet some shit or go to their social media to say, because TMZ and all these news, all these channels, they don't give them the chance to speak up and say what happened or give their explanation or even to say they was wrong. So I'm noticing how he was able to get that, and he just, the way he talked about it, you would have thought he was just talking about soccer or something. Oh yeah, man, mistakes happen. Oh yeah, we do it, and it happens. And Dana White, you done slammed plenty of black men for hitting on women, bro. I gotta be honest with you. I'm looking at the body language. This ain't no first. This some normal shit. I think you beat on your woman all the time. I think you been beating her. I think the kids know it too. And a lot of people say, well, she slapped him. Hold on. If you look at the footage, she's squeezing her hand, and he pulls her close to him and says some shit, and she's saying some shit probably like, hey, let go of my goddamn hand. He's squeezing her wrist, squeezing her hand, and she slapped the shit out of him. So, yeah, Dana White, your hands are considered classified. Your shit is, you ain't got regular hands. It'd be a assault case if you was to hit another man, let alone a woman. And yeah, you struck that woman several times. So I'm just looking at the shit, and I'm shocked that no, I'm not shocked, but I'm asking, why was there no charges pressed against him when he's slapping a woman in public like that? Gotta be honest with you. Tank his fight was finna get canceled, and it's gonna be my last comparison with Tank, because I got some shit to say to Tank fans too. Yeah, I got some shit to say about that too. But Tank fight was finna be canceled. And probably the Ryan fight was gonna be canceled too. If he was guilty of or especially if it had been footage of him hitting that woman, his fight would be canceled. Dana White, you in a more responsible position. You over the whole UFC. You the UFC leader. You all the fighters assigned to you. So with you having that position, I think you should be held accountable, bro. You held more accountable than a fighter. Fighters lose they fight, they lose endorsement deals. So I wonder what the president of the UFC, what'll happen to you. You slapped your woman in public, bro. A lot of kids watch you and look up to you. A lot of fighters look up to you. So I wonder, is this just something where a simple apology will sweep everything under the rug? Because black athletes don't get to apologize. Our apology is never enough. So I'm looking at this, like I said, you in a position where you supposed to be way more responsible, bro. You a billionaire, yeah? If you ain't, you should be. You over every fighter in the UFC. I think you should be stripped of all that. I don't think you need to be a promoter. I don't think you need to be in UFC or any sport. That's what I think. And like I said, I think this is some behavior that's been, you've definitely displayed this before. It just wasn't on camera. I think you should be held completely accountable. Now, I said that about Tank, but I'm looking at black fans and I'm checking you out. And when that shit happened with Tank, and I made that video and I said, and I got on his ass, you motherfuckers was mad at me, boy. You motherfuckers was hot. And so I made my little correction. So, just as a black man, I'm like, man, I'm not finna, after I done got on your ass like that and I find out you didn't do it, I had to get a man his, respect and say, nah, that man didn't do that. But a lot of you Tank fans, I think a lot of y'all are fake, bro. Then you motherfuckers came out on some aggressive shit, and I don't want to hear no apology. I'm seeing all kind of posts. Yeah, don't even apologize. You motherfuckers didn't even want an apology. Yeah, the apology wasn't even good enough for you motherfuckers. So I'm looking at that shit, and I just gotta expose that and let you motherfuckers. That wasn't no black shit though. That wasn't black folks trying to take up for another black man and being mad at another black man for bashing. That wasn't shit. You motherfuckers are Tank fans. That didn't have nothing to do with a black man. Because if that had to do with a black man, we would have never got, Jarrell Miller would still be boxing. That shit would come to be and we would have took up for that shit. So it's a lot of shit we would have took up for if we was just on some black shit. So I just had to point that out. That shit with Tank, that was not no black shit. That was some fan shit. So just wanted to point that shit out. So I'm hoping as black fans will point this shit out and be just as unforgiving like y'all was on them Tank posts. We don't want to hear no apology. I wish you Tank motherfuckers say that to Dana White. Yeah, that's what I want to see you motherfuckers say. So this is 903 Boss, and I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.